ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम् शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। So smriti bhinnam avadhita jnanam prama. Give to differentiate the right knowledge from the wrong understandings of knowledge. Somebody could think, whole life somebody could think, oh, I know what is Brahman, but they could be in a wrong understanding. That's why every step, all the acharyas, great acharyas, what they have done is every step they have clarified more and more and more. That is the whole literature, Vedantic literature, really all the works of the acharyas, because always there is a further more clarification necessary, another level of clarification necessary. Maybe it's at the time of Shankaracharya they didn't need that much of explanation, but then later, and that's where this Nishchaladasayati comes into picture, because his time, old generation was going and the new generation was coming, and there is a gap. So there has to be an Acharya, like we consider Puja Swamiji today, the same thing. He came and, whatever was going on in the name of Vedanta, how Swamiji clarified so much, brought so much clarity into the teaching. It happens every 100 years, few hundred years, what happens is the teaching kind of gets, compromised. But then there are acharyas who have that teaching, clear teaching with them. And then somebody comes up almost like a Shankaracharya, and then they shed more light unto Vedanta. That's how the clarity is maintained till today. Somebody could say, oh, Smriti, okay, I remember what the Acharya taught me. I remember that. That is the Brahma, Aham Brahmasmi Jnanam. No. What Shastra is saying, what Sampradaya is saying, what Acharyas are saying, what Shruti Mata is saying is, every time you say Aham Brahmasmi, it cannot be a Smriti for you. These are the points I want you to remember. It cannot be a Smriti for you, because Smriti, why it cannot be a Smriti? Why it is not Smriti? Because Smriti means right now Pramana operation is not going on. That is the important statement, right? Pramana operation is not there when Smriti is there. The Sakshi remembers, that's a different story, right? I saw the tree, I saw the place, now I remember it, that means I am not seeing it right now. That is the problem. When you say Aham Brahmasmi is a Smriti for me, I remember it, then you are not operating Pramana. Pramana is missing. Pramana operation is not there. So every time it's like every time I'm looking at the thing, right? Looking at something. So in front of me, this is Pramana Vyavahara, this is Jnanam, this is Pramana. So when I say Aham Brahmasmi is Jnanam for me, that means there is Pramanam. This Mahavakya itself is Pramana for me. It's like eyes, exactly like eyes. Pratyaksha, Shruti Pratyaksham. Right? Shruti also Pratyaksham. especially this statement of Shruti. Let's say Shruti also, Shruti, Veda, Shastra, they also talk about Swarga. But that is never going to be a pratyaksha jnana. Pratyaksha means direct knowledge. Direct knowledge means there is pramana. And for Brahma jnanam, what is the pramanam? What can be a pramanam? The pramanam for who I am, whether I am a jiva, whether I am going to die, whether I am going to, what is going to happen to me after I die, where do I go, what happens, what is my journey, all that. And in Swarupa, my Swarupa, what is my Swarupa? Who am I? When we look into this, there is no other pramana that can help you. That's why so much of pramana vichara is done to do what? To eliminate them from the list. Because somebody could say, oh, maybe one day I will see it. No, sir, you are not going to see it because it's never an object other than you. You are not going to see it. Oh no, maybe I'll hear it. No. Maybe I'll taste it. No. Nothing doing. Maybe I will experience it. No. Because experience also, it's a situation, it's a conditioning. Any experience is a conditioning. It's something there which you experience, right? Any anubhava, good, bad, could be mesmerizing, could be out of the world, but they are all a conditioning. A condition where you find yourself and your mind says, wow. Maybe in meditation, somebody could get to a stage where they could say, wow, this is such a good feeling. Oh my God, I'm seeing myself all everywhere. And oh my God. Yes, it can happen. When you go to, there are certain ways of doing meditation. There are certain meditation. You could have that totally you are one with the entire creation. That's okay. That's okay to have that experience. But what Shastra is saying is that it's subject to change. That's why people who get that kind of thing, they try again and again to go there. Oh my God, it's gone. Oh my God. And some people get mad even because they want to go to that conditioning again. And that conditioning is no more coming. It's not happening anymore. So Shastra, that's why Shastra has to negate also. It's okay. You can have an experience. Nothing wrong going for an experience, forgetting the body for some time, having that ananda, no body, no mind ananda, that's okay. But the mind, nature of the mind is it will not stay there forever because it's subject to change. Conditions are always subject to change. Okay. So what happens is then, but yeah, one thing happens, I would say, if you could get to that kind of experience, definitely your trust in Brahmajnanam, your faith in Brahmajnanam, your depending on Vedanta becomes better and more. Definitely. That there is some kind of gain there, right? But then what happens is a lot of people get entangled in that, right? Because it's like nasha. It's like a nasha, right? Once you do a nasha and you get to that state of no world, that also gives you the state of no world, right? I don't know, maybe. But yeah, sometimes it's you forget your dukkham. गाना भी है ना, गम भुलाने के लिए हम पीते हैं. Okay. So क्या किया, कुछ देर के लिए गम भुला दिया, but then you are again back to the reality. Vedanta is very practical. It says if your understanding doesn't help you with your real world, then there is no point. So anubhuti, all to negate all this pramana vichara is done, say that no other pramana than only Mahavakya. Also it makes sense. Why? Because if I was not that, I would need another pramana. See, if I was other than that truth, then I would need some way of seeing it, having some kind of interaction with it. But the fact that I am already that, there is only a correction needed. This very I, that is right now going through pain, going through misery, going through poverty, going through whatever it is, the conditioning, those are all, whatever I am thinking, I am having problem with all that problem right now. When I say I, what I am saying, who I am, the moment I say, that's the beauty of it. The moment I say I, who am I? What am I saying? Declaring, Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. Every time you say, I'm going to eat, yes, Brahma is going to eat now. Okay. Eating is anyways mithya. What is true there is aham, that reality, Brahmasmi. Understand that? So because also I happen to be that reality, there is no other way, there is no other pramana anyways. And this is a pramana that gives you that introduces to yourself already who you are. Already who you are. And these statements we have heard umpteen times, but right now when I say, that's why this clarity, right? It cannot be, I cannot take it as a smriti that I have heard. I am right now, this is my pramana, I am using aham brahmasmi, just shruti vakya. It didn't come to me for all these years, all these lives it didn't come to me. Even this life you can see it didn't come to me. It came, whenever it came. So this statement that it is the pramana. The day you were introduced to Aham Brahmasmi Vedanta, that day you were introduced to another pramana, a set of eyes. A set of eyes through which you are looking at yourself, sir, ma'am. We are looking at, it's the beauty. That's the beauty of whole Vedanta. This Mahavakya has come to my life to give me the most beautiful form of myself. Look at the Satyam Shivam Sundaram. Think about that. Till now, what all I thought about myself, and this gives me the Sundara Rupa, Sham Sundar. That Sham Sundar is just Aham. That is the Swarupa Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma Satchit Ananda Swarupaha Ishvaraha. That is Satyam Shivam Sundaram. And this can happen only with this clarity, because that is the only pramanam I have. The more I do, the more I clear of the pramana, the misconceptions about the pramana. Because what happens is every time, for most of the sadhakas, Aham Brahmasmi becomes secondary. Something else becomes primary. They say, oh, ye to sun liya, ye to isme kuch nahi hai. Then what? Something else has to happen. Of course, if this didn't work for you, something else has to happen. There's nothing else to work. There's nothing else to happen. Anyways. So, the Vidambana dekhiye, the irony dekhiye, right? Unfortunate situation is, nothing else is going to work. Already that what will work has come to me, but I never take it seriously. I keep waiting for something else to happen. So that's why this parishodhanam, this is nididhyasanam. क्योंकि निधिध्यासनम बोल के अगर बैठ जाओगे एक जगह by yourself, it's the same thing going to continue. Here now, today's statement, look at today's statement. Amsham, let's understand that. Very interesting statement. Okay. Brahma nasti. There is nothing. There is no Ishvara, there is no Brahma, no such thing as real truth, higher truth, nothing. There is nothing. This is a prama, this is a wrong knowledge, right? This is wrong. Even though all that is there is one Brahma, somehow we are somehow we have managed all this time, everybody manages to say there is no Brahma. And who is saying no Brahma? The Brahma itself is Brahman itself is saying there is no Brahma, no Ishvara. And who is saying? Himself. It's like saying, I don't have a tongue. But how are you saying this? Because of the tongue you are saying it, but then I have no tongue. Okay, you can say that. The same way, Brahmanasti. And this Brahmanasti, he is saying what? It is the Avarana Amsha. There is some kind of concealment, some kind of covering is there. And this covering is eliminated. This covering is eliminated. Finally by what? Understand. Finally by what? Vedanta Vakya Janya. Look at the next word. Vedanta Vakya Janya Paroksha Jnanam Nashayati. But understand, Paroksha Jnanam. This is not Aham Brahmasmi. He is talking about Paroksha Jnanam. So there are two steps to this knowledge. He is saying the Brahma Nasti Jnanam is eliminated by Brahma Asti. So there are statements in Vakya, in Shruti. They say like Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. These statements, all these statements, they say, all that they say is Brahma Asti. And that's why he is calling that Paroksha Jnanam. So that Paroksha Jnanam, that Brahma Asti, that deals with the knowledge or the understanding that Brahman Asti. Right? That's why Shruti talks about Srishti, talks about Brahman being there and then Srishti coming and all this happening and that Brahman continuing, nothing happening to it. Vinashyatsu avinashyantam. So the one that continues in all the changing principles. So the principle that always is there in all these changes. No change affects it. Avikaraha. And then in the vinashyatsu avinashyantam. So in the things that are changing, there is some principle that is non-changing, that is ever there. That. So, like statements like this, Brahma Satya Jnana Ananta Swarupam Bhavati iti Jnanam Paroksha Jnanam iti Uchyate. That is indirect knowledge. Right? Indirect knowledge. And that indirect knowledge, why it is indirect knowledge? It is there. Brahma is there. Like for me, somebody tells me, there is a beautiful valley in Switzerland. Okay, Asti. You go there and you feel, wow, it's to be seen, such a beautiful place, blah, blah, whatever. So that all that explanation is Paroksha Jnanam for me. Then I go there and then I do what happens there when I use the right pramanam. Understand? All that I do is, now we cannot extend this example to Brahmajnanam and then say, oh, then I have to go somewhere and see Brahman. No, that is something to be seen. I only heard about it. That means I have not used the right pramanam, that's all. I have not used the right pramanam. The pramana vyavahara has not happened there. So that's why it's Paroksha Jnanam. When will it become Pratyaksha Jnanam? Whenever the right pramanam is operated, is in use, then it's a Paroksha Jnanam. Okay. So, Paroksha Jnanam Brahma Nasti iti Avaranam Nashayati. आवरण को नाश कर देता है, नष्ट कर देता है. ये जो आवरण है, लोग कहते हैं ईश्वर नहीं है, ब्रह्म नहीं है, कुछ नहीं है. शास्त्रों में हम पाते हैं कि ब्रह्म है, ईश्वर है. ओके, परोक्ष ज्ञानम इति उच्यते. दिस परोक्ष ज्ञानम ब्रह्म नास्ति इति ज्ञानस्य, और प्रतीते है, प्रतीति होता है, एक प्रतीति लोगों को भान होता है, एक प्रतीति होता है कि कुछ नहीं है. दैट it creates an opposite thought to that. No. There is Brahma, there is Ishvara, there is a reality. Vichara Sagar is so beautiful. what he does, every statement he does justification. Now he is saying here, na anyasya kasyachid api virodhi. This thought, this Brahma asti iti thought, right? ब्रह्म है, सत्यम ज्ञानम अनंतम ब्रह्म है, उसका स्वरूप ऐसा है, ये और किसी बात का विरोधी नहीं. This doesn't eliminate any other wrong knowledge. It only deals with, whenever somebody says Brahma nasti, you can say, what are you talking about? Look at Shastra. Brahma asti. That's all it deals with. Because then, otherwise what happens? Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. 15 क्लास किया स्वामी जी ने, हमें बढ़िया समझा हमने. Okay. But is it pratyakshad? Do you have the knowledge of Brahma? Do you have the knowledge of Brahma?
Yes.
What kind of jnanam? Do you know Brahma?
Now then I have to go with the Kena Upanishad. If I say I know, then I don't.
No. Hold on. When you hear Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam, Brahma explanation, do you know Brahma? You know Brahma, but as what? Paroksha Jnanam. As a secondary knowledge. Okay, something Brahman is there. You don't know Brahman then, right?
At that time, yes, no.
Yeah, no. We cannot say we know Brahma because we know Brahma is there, that's all. There is something called Brahman, there is a reality. But बहुत सारे लोग, that's what they take as knowledge. Oh, okay, मैं जानता हूँ ब्रह्म है, सत्यम ब्रह्म है, मैं भी एक्सप्लेन कर सकता हूँ. ज्ञानम ब्रह्म है, अनंतम ब्रह्म है. So he says, it doesn't eliminate your samsara, your dukkham, your shoka, your problems, nothing. It just says Ishwar hai, that's all. Okay. Then that Ishwar hai, then everybody will use that in their own way and make money out of it. But what happens? But next comes what? Now I am looking for that Brahma now. Okay, I have trust, I have faith in Shastra, Brahma asti. But then where is that Brahman? How do I Brahman? Know that Brahman? What do I do with that Brahman? So then Shastra says, well, think about Pramana. What can you do with that Brahman? Because if it is already Sarvagata, if let's say even one word Satyam, Anantam Brahma, Sarvagatam Brahma, should it include you or exclude you? Should include you, right? If include you, then you are intelligent enough. Then slowly, with all these explanations, slowly what Shastra says, hey, you are Brahman. You, the one that you say Aham, that principle, that I principle there, right there, that wakes up, does all the vyavahara, sleeps, dreams, and then has all kind of experiences, goes through whole life, comes back again. This you, very I, Aham, is Brahma. So next sentence he is saying, Aham Brahma iti dridhatara nirvikitsa aparoksha jnanam tu sakalasya avidyayaha tatkaryasya virodhi. Beautiful. This Aham Brahmasmi jnanam is aparoksha jnanam. Why it became aparoksham? Because pramana. I understood that there is only one pramana, one thing that can happen with this reality that is Brahma there, is I can only know that this reality is me. That's all can happen with it. There is nothing else we can do. Aparoksha jnanam and dridhatara nirvikitsa. Two adjectives he is saying. Dridhatara jnanam. Because like I said, a lot of people hear this, but then for them, this is not the main, this doesn't do anything to them. हाँ सुन लिया, बहुत सुन लिया, आप भी वही बोलोगे, मुझे पता है. तुम ब्रह्म हो, मैं ब्रह्म हूँ, सब ब्रह्म है, ऐसा ही बोलोगे आप. Hey, that's all I can do. That's all any acharya can do. That's all they can repeat. But it doesn't work for me. Well, you you have decided this cannot be so simple. We have decided, no, इतना आसान नहीं है. हम ब्रह्मास्मि बोल दिया तो हो गया. इतना आसान नहीं हो सकता यार, कुछ तो होना चाहिए, मसाला थोड़ा डालो उसमें, क्योंकि सादा सिंपल खाना, हमारे अरुण जी मेक्स वेरी नाइस सादा सिंपल खाना, सादा सिंपल नो मसाला, बट देन वी ऑलवेज नीड सम मसाला. नहीं नहीं यार, इतना सिंपल मत बनाओ इसको, राइट? मजा नहीं आता है खाने में, तो ड्रामा चाहिए. Well, if you want drama, then we will give you drama. The acharyas are very good giving. They will keep putting drama into that, masala into that. There is no problem until you accept the fact that, oh, that's all, this is what it is. Finally, you have to change to the one who will accept this statement as everything. Because that's all can happen. Baki rest all masala is to bring you to this. Everything that happens, else that happens, even Srishtivada, Srishti, whole Srishti, creation, everything is masala. Because you don't want it to be simple. You don't want it to be simple. Srishti is masala. All kind of discussions in that, so many types of discussions, and discussion into the mind, and then so you must have heard that the Chaitanya reflects onto this, and then that Chaitanya reflects onto that, and Chidabhasa and Deva. All this is masala. To help your mind take this whatever has come seriously. That's all. And it's okay. It's necessary. It's okay. Right? And I would say, better than doing anything else, this vichara is better than anything else. Because what is happening is your mind is getting more and more clarity on this. Okay? So, that's why Swamiji or any Mahatma, they say, never leave Shastra, keep attending some classes, keep listening to classes, do some kind of, be engaged in this vichara, right? Never get bored of it, right? Take anything, anybody, any acharya, and just keep dwelling upon this same thing, because this thing you should know, and we all know this. Once you have chosen Vedanta, somehow Bhagavan will make the right arrangements for you to get more and more clarity. That's all. It is there. It is just, it's the way of Krishna works. It's the way of, the reality works. The existence works. It's a very live existence. It knows exactly what we want. Once we are introduced to Vedanta, that's it. देखो आत्मा जी कहाँ खो गए थे, right? And then suddenly you find classes happening. Why? How? It's just, it's not me, it's you. We all kind of, need it, right? It's all, everybody's need kind of takes a form, right? It takes, and time, right? Timing and all that. So it'll definitely make more sense now. So what he is saying is, Dridhatara Nirvikitsa means there is no vichikitsa. Nirvichikitsa aparoksha jnanam. There is no doubt about it. Vichikitsa means this or that, always doubt. Nirvichikitsa, there is no doubt. And then Dridhatara aparoksha jnanam. What does it do? Sakalasya avidyayaha, sakala avidya and tatkarya. So all this samsara is avidya karya, we know. It's all because of ignorance. Because I don't know who I am, I think I am so and so, then whole samsara. Right? Whole samsara is, I think I am a dying person, then all kinds of security, keep gathering security. Because why? Because I decide I'm so and so. I need these things. and which has been life after life and going on, right? Now when we understand, at least we don't need to stop anything, but now we can understand that, oh, okay, this is all I did, but this is foolishness, or I am doing this is at least even doing, we can have that in mind. Okay, this needs, I mean, in this creation, we can even understand this way, in this creation to survive you need whatever, so let it continue. But I never needed them, nor do I need them, nor anybody needs them. But it's a show. Continue, let it continue. Everybody has to do their part, and they have to come to this final solution to everybody's avidya tatkarya. What Acharya is saying, the final solutions to everybody's avidya tatkarya, the ajnanam and the bacche, right? It's bacche. First ajnanam is there, and then ajnana, kama, karma, all this bacche are there. That is samsara, that is our samsara, and this samsara is for everybody. It's the same thing, same way. So how is it going to, so we think, oh, I'll solve all my problems of my kids. No, no sir, no ma'am, nothing doing. It will all happen to them in time, and this is the only way. They have to somehow come to this, right? And they will. This life, another life, whatever, meanwhile, we are just, in this time, we are together as whatever relationship with each other. That's all it is. Right? So everybody has to get their own jnanam, clarity, dridhatara aparoksha. So remember that word, dridhatara nirvikitsa aparoksha jnanam. That is aham brahmasmi is a pramanam for me, and and this is enough for me when I know this, right? So jnanantu sakala vidya tatkaryasya virodhi. Ataeva idam aparoksha jnanam aham brahma na veda iti ajnanam punya papadi karta tat phalanam sukha dukkhanam bhokta cha jiva heti bhrantihi cha etavantam avidyam samuham nashayati. Very nice statement is, so what all it destroys? So it says, aham brahma na veda iti ajnanam brahma nasti na bhati iti cha avarana dvayam. So Brahma is not there. I cannot see Brahman. See, very interesting, eh? Brahma, first of all, ईश्वर नहीं है. Then क्या कहते हैं लोग? ईश्वर है तो दिखाओ. Immediate. भगवान नहीं है. भगवान है तो दिखाओ. Well, भगवान नहीं है और भगवान को मैं देखता नहीं हूं. ये दोनों आवरण अपरोक्ष ज्ञान से काइंड ऑफ दूर चला जाता है. माने परोक्ष ज्ञान से, सॉरी, परोक्ष ज्ञान से. सो ब्रह्म अस्ति. शास्त्र क्या करते हैं? पहले प्यार से बताते हैं, नहीं भाई भगवान है, और भगवान के लिए युक्ति भी देते हैं, थोड़ा सा दर्शन कराते हैं, दिखाते हैं, राइट? दिखाते हैं, सी ऑल दैट इज हैपनिंग हियर. There has to be like what Swamiji does in the public talk. He stops at Ishvara. He never goes further, right? In public talks. There is no Vedanta. But Ishvara, he shows how the totality is working. How, everything, such an intelligently put together creation, cannot be without an intelligent being. And that intelligent being, that totality, is Ishvara. That's what these two avaranam, these two wrong knowledge or concealed knowledge, these two ignorances, they go away by these statements. Paroksha jnanam nashayati. How he is making so clear what happens with what. Paroksha jnanam, what it does for you. Aparoksha jnanam, what it does for you. परोक्ष ज्ञानम, ईश्वर नहीं है, ईश्वर कहाँ है, ईश्वर को दिखा दो, ये सारे क्वेश्चंस हैं परोक्ष ज्ञान से, शास्त्र से मिला हुआ परोक्ष ज्ञान से. तो शास्त्रों से जो परोक्ष ज्ञान की प्राप्ति होती है, उससे ईश्वर नहीं है, ईश्वर कहाँ है, ईश्वर कौन है, ईश्वर को दिखाओ, ये सारे युक्तियों को ये युक्तियों का उत्तर ये दे देते हैं. और then अपरोक्ष ज्ञान, then when you want really to see who is that Ishvara, where is that Ishvara, what is my relationship, then the aparoksha jnanam comes, right? And then that's why he is saying, whereas aham brahmasmi iti jnanam, what does it destroy? It destroys the idea that I am the punya papadi karta, tat phalanam bhokta, sukha dukhanam bhokta. मैं पुण्य करता हूं, मैं पाप करता हूं, मैं सुख भोगता हूं, मैं दुख भोगता हूं, मैं जीव हूं, मैं आने जाने वाला हूं, मैं मरण धर्मा हूं, मैं मर जाऊंगा, मेरा क्या होगा, हाय हाय हाय, all that is destroyed by what? Aham brahmasmi. Pramana aparoksha jnanena pramanavakyena. He is saying iti etavantam avidya samuham. So this avidya is never one, it's always with group. This adyanam, avidya, right? It's always with group. That avidya samuham nashayati. Next time we will take the next section very nicely. He is talking about भ्रांति नाश स्वरूपम. कैसे कहेंगे कि हमारी भ्रांति नष्ट हो गया, हमारी भ्रांति चली गई, right? I am now free from Bhranti, wrong knowledge. I had the right knowledge. How can we say that? So that section we will take up next. Let's anything, any thought, any question, anything?
Atmaji, you just said this avidya is in groups or with group. What does that mean?
So avidya is the main ignorance, right? Main ignorance, that is, I don't know who I am. I don't know who I am. The moment I don't know who I am, I take myself as this, of course, because I have to take something as myself. So I don't know my swarupa, the avidya, and then this comes. So the result is very interesting. The result is what? I will take something else as. So the moment you don't know that is a rope, what you will see is a snake or a mala, something else. Have to. So the way the creation is designed, the moment you don't see the truth, you will see some untruth. अगर आपको सच्चाई दिख नहीं रही है, something else you will see. But you will see. You will have to see, because that is how it is designed. And that's the helplessness with this samsara. Helplessness with the samsara is anywhere you don't see. Like our Swamijis keep giving example, right? Let's say your son or daughter is, some family member is out, right? And they didn't come at the time they were supposed to come. So you don't know the fact, what is happening with them, right? But then you have how many millions of, you can have millions of thoughts. Such एक होता है, but then the असत्य जो होता है, it's a group always. Confusion is always many, right? So avidya, and then that avidya tells me I am this. That means the one who gave birth to this is my father. The one that gave birth to this is my mother. Then the ones I gave birth to are my child. Now you count. One avidya, starting from avidya, everything else is, it's family, it's a group, always. Good, very good. So also in our text there are avidya, kama, karma, the whole thing is explained, right? Avidya, and then from there the desire comes, and then desire, and then karma you do, all that. So we'll discuss sometime.
With avidya starts the whole Dvaita business, and other than me, it's whole world and everybody else. This is all the cause of avidya.
It's all avidya, yeah. For everybody that is the truth. Like for us it is truth, everybody also the same. That's why the only solution is to they have to work with their avidya, to deal with their avidya. And you know how it goes, right? It's not just reading on online and listening to people and all. It has to become your direct sadhana for you, right? It's just, yeah, it takes forever, yeah. Takes a good amount of time.
Also, very good point, you said it. Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma is a Proksh Jnana.
Paroksha jnana.
Paroksha Jnana. Aham Brahmasmi is only
Aparoksha, exactly. Pratyaksha jnana.
That clarity did. Thank you.
Okay, so I think we'll stop here today. If nobody has anything else, we'll stop here, and then next class we will take up this one again. Look out for a class, watch for a class. Thanks to Nilamji for today's class, because I was not sure, but then whether people, but then she kind of started from her side. I went to class, okay. So yeah, feel free anytime you think people are free, just check with me. And then even you guys, if you all you can chat on the group, and if you find that one day we are available, yeah, we can, of course, just let me know. So we'll keep it in this way for now. So Pinky Amma, just talk to Rituja and see what happened. Probably she could not join or something.
Yeah,
but if it was link or something, we'll fix it. Very good.
Another thing, I need some more clarity on a Paroksha and a Paroksha Jnana.
Very good. Thank you. Then we will definitely, we will do the next class. Yeah, we'll continue with the class, right? And we'll thank you. Yeah. So I'll keep a note. Whichever area, whoever needs more clarity, because what I can do is, for that I can look up another section of the book and other parts of Shastra where that is dealt with very nicely, and then we can, good. Okay. Paroksha and Aparoksha Jnana. Om Swasti Prajabhyah Paripalayantam Nyayena Margena Mahim Mahishaha Go Brahmanebhyah Shubhamastu Nityam Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Kali Varshatu Parjanyah Prithvi Sasya Shalini Desho Yam Kshobarahitah Brahmana Santu Nirbhayaha Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayaha Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityor Ma Amritangamaya Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Satchidananda Rupaya Haraye Paramatmani Pranatah Kleshanashaya Govindaya Namo Namah.